Yeah. Positive. Yeah.
How we doing, y'all? It's positive vibes equals positive energy. Prior to coming in the video, I need you guys to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You know, it's positive energy, man. I'm giving a lot of good content, dude. A lot of positive advice. Um, I am also like I have been during this life. You know, you go through an infinite number of amount of like experiences and stuff like that, and with my platform, man, I just want to um kind of take you guys down a road of, you know what I'm saying, my personal life as well. You know what I mean, being an example of certain things, and illustrating a lot of things that we go through on a day to day like life. You know what I mean, and like not only daily life, but like experiences and stuff like that, as far as like physically and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is where the whole concept of positive energy came from. You get what I'm saying? It's mostly the spiritual side of life, or my spiritual side that I kind of gravitated to. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody should have, you get what I'm saying, a fleshly side and a spiritual side as well, depending on who you are. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not for everybody. One thing that I'm learning along with this walk that is that being spiritual or proclaiming that you're spiritual or you think spiritually minded, it's not gonna hit home with a lot of people, simply because that a lot of people just think with their eyes on the things that we see. A lot of people don't have any type of depth to them, as far as like thinking outside of the box. You know what I mean? Having a different perspective, being able to have an outside perspective, or a perspective that not many are willing to think about, as well as take the time to think about, or um, even like care about. You know what I mean, as well, because some people just don't believe in things that they can't see, and people don't I feel like people don't believe in an afterlife, or people don't believe that there's nothing that is after this life, as far as a place or somewhere that you're gonna go, or like um just certain things about life. You get what I'm saying? Basically, um noticing that everything, or just amount of everything, is spiritual. You get what I'm saying? What you manifest on the inside, what what they say, cook, which is another word for like think. You know what I mean? Or download, which you're cooking up, which you're buffering up, which you're putting the mix up to say. You get what I'm saying? What you're thinking about to deliver. You know what I mean? Schemes and strategies that you're thinking about and stuff like that, or whatever, right? What you think and things that what you do and things how you operate on the inside comes out and manifests on the outside. So, um, where I was going, where I forgot, my lost my train of thought for a minute, but yeah, everything starts from the inside. So, like, a lot of people don't don't believe in that. You know what I mean? Or they don't use it. You know what I'm saying? Or they ignore it. It's either the two, but I firmly believe that we are flesh and we are spirit as well. So, uh, especially with the turn of events that I have been through personally, and just the things that we see on our everyday lives and growing up, and just, you know what I mean, they're not there for no reason. You get what I'm saying? And on this channel, I just wanted to come through. I mean, on this channel, I just wanted to illustrate that and bring my personal experience with it as well. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, positive energy. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I create blogs. You know what I mean? I write blogs about like little intricate things. It may be, you know what I mean, along the same lines as me covering a story, or me actually giving advice towards like certain scenarios and certain ways that life takes you, and just choices that I feel like that are choices I believe that are crucial to walking into some of these ways of life, because they're going to happen, right? And it's the natural order of life. And I feel like people, we tend to, you know what I mean, develop and choose our own path, and which, you know what I mean, is ultimately up to you. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to choose that path, but there's things that you need to be aware of. You know what I mean? It's all sorts of like warning signs and things like that that people, I think, tend to forget about. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, you pay the price with the decision you make. You get what I'm saying? So I write about a lot of things like that. Just certain routes and certain choices that, you know what I mean, and options that we take about in life. So visit, and I also talk about myself as well, my personal experience and stuff like that too. So subscribe to the website, and positive energy. I also create clothing. Have a clothing brand which is called Positive Energy, and right now it's just hoodies and long sleeves t-shirts, basically shirts, and I have a couple mask designs on there as well, and you guys can check that out. So let's get into the video, right? Um, you know, speaking on what I was saying earlier about, well, first let's get following God, right? Um, he commands all people who follow God to, you know what I mean, it's to worship him in spirit and in truth, right? Because you have a spirit, right? Because you're able to think with your spiritual side, with your spiritual sense, in having this gift. You know, some people tend to go another direction when they talk about spirituality. You know what I mean? Some people like to dab in other things that the Bible speak against, and this is how you know which way to navigate, because nobody knows the direction to go when you're speaking about things of spirituality, right? But then we have a book that also tells us about these things and illustrates us and kind of guides us in these things on the actual route to take. You get what I'm saying? Which is a simple, straight, and narrow path. You get what I'm saying? To know spirituality means you have been awakened to a higher way of thinking, a higher way of um, having a perception of the way of life. You get what I'm saying? That's what I personally think it is. Like, you just have an alternative way of life, of towards thinking about life, and because, you know, like I said earlier in the video, there's the flesh. You know, there's the flesh that we tend to lead with, the flesh with our hearts, and the desires of our hearts and things like that. But when you get reborn, as what the Bible calls it, because, you know, in life you get birthed in the regular birth after your mom, right? Um, you know, coming out as a kid and getting just um, getting just born in this life. You know what I mean? Being naturally born in this life, as a little kid and things like that. And I'm not sure if a lot of people, because a lot of people, it may start out for them at a younger age. It's a lot of people who, have the spirit at a young age. But the Bible specifically speaks about being reborn and being reborn of the spirit. It's to be specific, and in water, and baptized under the Father and the Spirit. You get what I'm saying? The Son as well. So, and these are some things that I had to initially go through prior to my walk. Just a couple years ago, I come to the knowledge that, you know what I mean, this life was crazy. So I took it upon myself to, you know, actually get baptized. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even like in the Bible like this. You get what I'm saying? I just knew, and prior to growing up, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I have a background of my family being extremely in the book. You get what I'm saying? And um, I kind of fell out of that as I got older. You get what I'm saying? Not even following at all. So, and like not knowing a lot of things due to following other people and following other the direction of the world. You get what I'm saying? Because the direction of the world has us going to church every Sunday and things like that. When God says in the Bible that to if any man may come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross. Um, which it says in Matthew 16:24, that he said, Jesus unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So this is one thing that the church doesn't tell you as well, that you must follow Christ. You get what I'm saying? Because you're going to be judged. You get what I'm saying? Nobody is. You're not going to be judged with the world. You're going to be, when judgment hits you, the judgment is going to hit your spirit, your soul. You get what I'm saying? That's the whole point in people taking up their cross, is to also have the whole armor of God on. You get what I'm saying? Um, Take up his cross daily and deny yourself. You feel me? And throughout the day, you must have his whole armor on. You get what I'm saying? Because it's things out here in the world that people that are not, that the world is not telling you about. You know what I mean? That a lot of things are spiritual battles. Even when you go to the doctor at times and stuff like that, and certain things that will happen that only God can relieve you from. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be certain things that happen to you to where you're going to have to use God as your refuge. You get what I'm saying? You're going to have to um, go pray to God in order to have a certain healing thing, a certain type of healing for you. You get what I'm saying? And it's not about flesh. It's not about the flesh. It's a spiritual battle. You get what I'm saying? This is why God says um, the the this is why it talks about the warfare, because people are thinking about war as in the race war, the the war of the flesh, but it's a spiritual battle as well that is in the earth, that is within you, I must say, because it's certain things that are ordained of God for us, for men to do. Um, Another verse says the whole duty of man is to um, the whole duty of man is to uphold righteousness. You know what I mean? Is to follow the will of God, to basically, follow the will of God, to uphold righteousness, to uphold the law, to keep his statutes and commandments. I forget the exact verse and what it says, but one of the duties of man, one of the whole total duties of man is to uphold righteousness. You know what I mean? Keep his law, statutes, commandments, and stuff like that. So, um, I think when you get older, you will tend to understand that these things are a spiritual battle and not of the flesh. You get what I'm saying? A lot of things come from, you know, um, the people that we encounter with. I noticed that, because, like, one of my weirdest experiences is, like, my grandmother used to tell me about this thing, right? This thing that was creeping around. And at first, I didn't understand what she was talking about. Like, I didn't get what she was explaining to me when she was like, I see that thing. And I was like, Grandma, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? And now I've had my experience to where I was around certain people, and you can feel that it was something in the air, like something in the mist. And it was like, I know people are gonna like say it sound think I'm crazy when I talk like this about like spiritual type of things, or like supernatural type of things, or paranormal activity, I guess you can call it. But I feel as though that is super real. Like the realm that it's like a realm in between the earth, like in the midst of the earth. I feel like it's another world, um, because there's things that I like feel, and that I come in like contact with that I can't explain, that are unexplainable. You get what I'm saying? And when you talk like this to people, you sound crazy. Like when you tell people about having an experience with things that you quite can't see, or you know, um, you quite um, don't understand. A lot of people just try to flare away from it, and try to ignore it, or they try to make it seem like, are you okay, or are you crazy, and things like that, and not knowing that it's just certain things that we dabble off in life that um, kind of puts this spirit upon us. And I feel that's exactly what it is. It's a certain spirit that comes upon you, that takes over your soul, or that takes over your spirit, or that has some type of effect on you, whether it be through music, whether it be through it's usually through a person. I'm learning to understand that these things are through people, and um, that um, that it's also in things too. Um, I'm not sure like specific as far as like products and stuff like that, but I feel that there's spiritual things and certain things that we dabble off in life. And the Bible speaks a lot about these things, and this is why I created this channel. You know what I mean? To talk about these things and go over these things and see similar experiences that other people have, because or that other people pay attention to, because life is very delicate, and you get really sensitive as you get older. You get really sensitive to life, and I'm not sure if it's a part of the rebirthing process and things like that. Um, but I highly believe that it is, that you tend to see life in a different perspective, and that it's for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Because God is wisdom. Like, God is a wise God, and God that's something I didn't know as well. You get what I'm saying? I was We think that God is like, you know what I mean, this thing, you know what I mean, that's just um that, like this fairy tale thing. But no, God is super real. And you can go to him right now. Like, you can, you know, um worship him in spirit and in truth. And that's what we did today on this video. And like I was saying, man, I just want to start having more of these type videos, because, you know, it's a part of Positive Energy, my brand. And I feel like that it's a major counsel. And I noticed just about like talking about things creates a better perspective. You get what I'm saying? I notice like we can think about a lot of things, and God also talks about our thinking ways and our thinking habits. How we're supposed to cast down all imagination into the order, into the order, to the law of God. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that things happen in life, and certain people don't speak about it. Certain people don't know how to communicate about it. Certain people don't know what combination it took for it to get that way. And I believe that there's always an answer to all things. You get what I'm saying? And it's just, are you paying attention to it, and are you in tune with it? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. Like I said, a lot of people don't express things, like very intricate things about just life. You know what I'm saying? As far as their spiritual side, you get me? Because we have that side, but a lot of people, I feel like, don't tap into it. You get me? Or know how to. And this is what the Bible is for. You get what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, I'm gonna end in this video like that. Stay subscribe to the channel for more for like more videos and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing like different types of styles of like my teachings, and like my like testimonies when it comes to certain things. Um, because yeah, I feel like that it needs to be like exercised. Your spirituality needs to be exercised among like-minded people who also pay attention to these things. and have these same sort of experiences, you know, that really pay close attention to like the way they feel and how people are and the details of people, and um, that really just pay attention, and that are watchful, because I noticed a lot of people, they just don't walk around, or they just don't care about life, or they just ignore things, and you know, it's not healthy too. It's not healthy, and you know, it's always a way to, you know what I mean, be better and have like, and to be profitable. You get what I'm saying? To have to move in wisdom. You know what I mean? To move wise, um, out in the world. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's the whole purpose. You get what I'm saying? To move with wisdom. You get what I'm saying? So it's positive vibes equals positive energy. I'm going to leave a link to the to my website and to my clothing brand in the description box. And until next time, y'all, energy.
Positive. Yeah, it's positive energy. Positive.